Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Bring Jesus in and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day number 20 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast of America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So I had a great night's sleep last night. Ate half my pizza, ate half of my little cinnamon twist things. Good time. Woke up at 4 o'clock this morning. Checked on the video upload. Mark with Solo Bike Packing has been helping me with the SEO score and using TubeBuddy and all kinds of stuff to get the YouTube channel up. And so I worked from 4 o'clock this morning until it's 8:30 now, doing all kinds of stuff, editing, posting, changing, and we got my SEO score up to 100, which is awesome. So now I kind of know what to be doing for each of the videos so that YouTube shares it better, I guess is the best way to put it. More people can find it. Anyway, so I just was laying here and I was like, I don't know whether I need to go back to sleep or just get on the road and take a nap somewhere. I'm 90 miles from Savannah, Georgia, which is on the border of South Carolina, so only 2 more days in Georgia, Lord willing. But when I started to look up places to camp, places around 45 miles in, I found the smallest church in America. It says it's open 24 hours. So I'm going to go check that out. There's a couple places really close that I can bail to if I need to. But if it's honestly open 24 hours and there's not no trespassing and there's no camping or anything, I may stay at the smallest church in America tonight. It actually looks really cool and I can't wait until I get to show it to you all. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I've got 47, I think, something miles to go to get there. I'm getting out early enough. It looks like there's some really good trails today, rail trails. I'll be on 2 of them, one in Brunswick and one in Darien, that look phenomenal from what I've researched. So really loving the East Coast Greenway, ready to get back on it now, and you'll see that right about now. Well, I've got a nervous feeling in my stomach. Usually mountains don't really bother me too much. This is a really steep bridge. I'm not scared of heights. I've actually got a lot of green lights on this bridge crossing today into Brunswick proper, the city. Good wind. The whole right lane is shut down for some reason, so they must be doing work up there. But either way, I'm gonna have people, very far away from me. I just saw another cycle tourist. I actually stopped to use the restroom over here in the woods, and he rode up, checked my bike out, and then left. But yeah, there's one other reason why I'm really nervous about this bridge, and I guess you'll just have to see when we get up there. Anyway, let's go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a successful flight. I was shaking. I was super nervous, but it worked. I think that view coming through the bridge looked stellar when I was actually looking at the screen. I couldn't pay too much attention to it, but I cannot wait to review that in post. Anyway, I'm gonna keep riding. Love you guys. See you later. All right, so the lovely lady that you see pulling off in the black car, her name is Kathy. I got over here over the bridge, went to put my AirPods in. Nope. Oh my gosh. When I saw the cycle tourist, when I went to use the restroom, I had set my AirPods down. I had left my phone, my music quit, you know, just one of those things. Don't have any pockets. And so I set them on a tree branch. And then when I saw the cycle tourist, I kind of made haste and got out of that little hole in the woods and went and hollered him down and never thought about it again. And so I stood here on the side of this road under the oak tree, and like 2 cars passed. I told her it was like a Good Samaritan kind of thing. I started to wonder, you know, will anyone stop? And she pulled up and she was like, I said, can you do me a really huge favor? And she was like, sounds kind of dangerous. And I was like, it is. I don't want to go back over the bridge and then back over the bridge again. Can you help? And she was like, you're not gonna hurt me, are you? I was like, I promise you I'm not. My name is Adam Lineberry. I am filming a YouTube channel riding from Key West to Canada for addiction recovery awareness. You know, here's all my credentials. And she was like, okay, hop in. And so, sweet lady, sweet lady, works for the Department of Natural Resources over here. Took me over the bridge, took me back over. Thank you so much, Kathy. I hope you see this. If you do, drop a comment. I am so thankful for you. And all of the Get Wrecked for Recovery crew is thankful for you. I mean, that was my Christmas present for my wife this year. And not only that, but they've helped out so much. AirPods and cycling with this new transparency mode. I'm telling you, I don't even know they're in. That's pretty much why I forgot that they weren't. So anyway, let me keep going down the road. I love you guys. I'll see you later. All right, so I will turn the camera around here so that you can see what I did the intro to the video today. And if you follow the redeeming.eden Instagram account, you will see the picture that I posted around this time today. These oaks are just absolutely stunning. Like the Spanish moss overload. It's a little bit trippy almost. So yeah, I just had a minute to sit back and eat some lunch, and this is before I came into Darien. It was at a McDonald's, and I got to look at some of the bridge footage that you just got to watch, and I like it. Like, that was the most complicated thing that I've ever had to film, but at the same time, it turned out to be some of the most visually rewarding. I've got a Mavic Mini drone by DJI, and it does not have follow me mode. So what I do is my phone is on this quad lock mount, and I bought it with the idea, the quad lock system, with the idea that it kept the ends of the phone open, so that I could lock the controller on, and it works great. Like, I'm actually flying the drone while I'm riding the bicycle. I don't think that I would have attempted that same thing if that right lane wasn't shut down. But I had a lot of fun filming that. It took a good extra hour to get everything set up to just get up on top of the bridge and launch, and then get to the end of the bridge and break everything down, and then a little bit longer to go get those AirPods I left in the tree. But it was well worth it. So anyway, I'm 32.11 miles in right now at this moment. Got something on my brake that's catching. It's making a noise. Anyway, I'll fix that in a minute. But I pulled it up on Google how far it is to that church, and it says that I'm still like a long way away. Like, it said 47 miles this morning, and now I've gone 32, and it's still telling me I've got like 35 to go, which would make it 70 from this morning instead of 47. And I'm just not going to go that far. It is 4:21 right now, and I'm taking this nice little bike path. I enjoy these bike paths. Some of them are far better than others with all the bumps. This one's okay, but every now and then you get to one of these endpoints at a road where it just drops off or has a big bump of asphalt that you got to go over. And so instead of being able to maintain a constant speed, I'm having to slow down like that and speed back up. And so look at the Spanish moss, man. I tell you what, Georgia, I can tell I'm getting close to Savannah.
Nice accent. You sound like Forrest Gump.
I do not.
Well, you do, actually. You got this kind of like Florida panhandle thing going, whereas what you really want is more of a Savannah accent, which is more like molasses just sort of spilling out of your mouth.
Oh, now do the Swedish chef.
I'm not familiar. What province is he from?
He lives on Sesame Street.
This is like just really rapidly ecologically different than Florida. It is amazing. The Trans-America Trail, the scenery changed about once every 3 days, and I'm starting to realize that it's just like that everywhere. About every 120 to 150 miles, maybe 200 miles of riding that I do, I enter something totally different than what I've been in. And what's weird is it's like the same for so long
And then all of a sudden there's this barrier line you cross where it changes, and it's like I said in the coming down out of McKenzie Pass into Sisters, that video, like, it really takes your brain a little while to catch up to the rest of what your eyes are seeing. Like, you go into it, and then for a minute or two, it's almost like a time warp or something, where you're just like, wait a second, this is not what I've been in. What is going on? And it's usually on the other side of a mountain or on the other side of a river that I've seen it really change. Anyway, I don't want to keep this video super long. I just wanted to show you guys how, you know, stunning this Spanish moss is on these oak trees blowing in the wind. Like, there's several eye-catching moments that I can remember. They're almost burned into my memory. And this is definitely one of them. Super nice. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Love you guys. See you later. You know, I was just thinking, another thing I'm entirely grateful for is stuff like this. Gatorade and BioLite and Pedialyte, like all these electrolyte drinks. When this ministry started, you know, I had to find the water. Like, if it came out of wherever, it was well water, you know. Well, it's water and I got to drink. And so to actually be properly, you know, electrolyted and nutriated. I know I eat a lot of pizza, but I actually have like 1-a-day vitamins that I carry, and I have you guys to thank for that. You know, this would not be possible without you, so thank you. Alright, well that is it for the day. So I went ahead and sat here. I did stop a little early. I ended up getting 40 something miles, 42.62. But I did stop early enough to go ahead and cut and edit the video before I recorded the end to find out how much time I needed. Man, like, that was cool. I really enjoyed flying the drone earlier. I'm so thankful for Kathy for taking me back over the bridge to get the AirPods. Like, today in general was just, it was kind of distant from people. I'm just really in the middle of nowhere. But it was a cool day. I really enjoyed it. So I am going to end the video here for the night. If you do know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description. And I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anyone who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction, and I know you don't either, so let's use Redeeming Eden, the YouTube channel, as a tool now that hopefully somebody will hear something and might want to be saved from a life of drug and alcohol addiction through Christ. And also know that Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through international gospel outreach. I'll leave their link in the description too. You can go there, you can go to my bio on their website, and you can find out more about how to donate to Redeeming Eden, and more about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. You can go on there and read about it, or you can go back and watch the day one video from this tour, and I explain a little bit more about it. It's much more in detail on the website than I think the way that I explained it in the day one video. So either way, go check them both out. But do know that any donations left over from the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tours, 48 states over 4 years, will go to building Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. This is the REACCT Tour, R-E-A-C-C-T, Redeeming Eden Atlantic Coast Cycle Tour. And don't forget, I need you to react. I need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the videos on Facebook. Like the videos on Facebook, YouTube. Comment on YouTube. You know, all the things. Do all the things. Help me out here. My days are full of drone flying and AirPod losing. I need your help. And I need you to react. So yeah, from here in an interesting little tent site, I'm under the Spanish moss on a hammock. Yeah, on a hammock. Like a section of trees out in an estuary. I talked to, I'm not going to name the establishment, but I talked to a guy and I was like, hey, is there any camping in the area? He was like, no. It's like, is there anywhere I can put my tent for the night? Because I need to sleep. And he was like, no. And I was like, I'm riding a bicycle from Key West to Canada. He's like, well, there is this hammock. But, and I said, that's all you have to say. You don't have to give me permission. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So he kind of led me to where I'm at now. So thank you, person who I will not name from a place I will not name. Anyway, yeah. From here on this hammock, in this tent, somewhere in Georgia. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.